Hey everybody. Hey there, how are you? Merry Christmas if you already had, well, it's over. I missed the Thursday night game, so we'll talk about that in a second, but I'm here. Week 16. It's before the Saturday game, which is awesome. A Saturday night game in Washington, Philadelphia. That's going to be a classic matchup. Let's talk about all of this right now. Welcome back. Week 16 of the NFL season. We're almost at the end. Down to the wire, and it looks like some of them are going to go down to the wire. But that means it was a great year. Yeah, some teams terrible, other teams better, and some teams were like, wow, where'd they come from? Or how did that happen? Or really? Again? You know who I'm talking about, Dallas. Anyway, moving on. Week 16. Well, let's see how I did in week 15. I came out like, what, 11-5? Down here, tail of the tape, 11-5. That puts me at 127-97, which is, as long as I can stay under 100, that's pretty cool. All the way at the end of the year, that's not too shabby. Let's see, what else have we got? Well, again, like I said, Thursday Night Football was San Diego to Oakland, and I was going to do it, but I'm taking the loss anyway. I was going to go with San Diego, so no matter how you look at it, it was, I just had it in. It was just something going on. It was feeling right. Same thing with that Chicago game, and I'll explain that in just a second. But, so, San Diego to Oakland, and I was going to give it to San Diego. Great game, though. Great game. Right down to the wire. OT. What do you expect? Great, great matchup. Let's see. What do we got? Saturday night, Washington at Philadelphia. Another one of those classic games. Those games that just have been around forever. Those matchups that have been around forever. And people make a big deal out of it because, you know what? It is a big deal. No, I mean, forget the fact that it's the day after Christmas. You know, forget that fact. It's just one of those classic rivalry East Coast matchups. I mean, they're just a train ride away. Washington, Philadelphia. In between is Baltimore. But hey, it's going to be a lot of fun, and I'm going to give this one to the Washington Redskins. So I'm going to give it to. Now, tomorrow, Sunday, well, another slew of games. We've got Indianapolis at Miami. Again, I'm going to give this one to Miami, that home field advantage. Chicago at Tampa Bay. Okay, Chicago last week. Again, there was just something behind that matchup. It was just telling me, you know, Minnesota, Chicago, was Minnesota really, truly ready? Chicago, well, we found out wasn't ready. But, again, there was just something in the air that just kind of kept leaning towards Chicago. But not this week. Not this week. It's Tampa Bay's. It's going to be Tampa Bay's week. Cleveland at Kansas City. The Chiefs are hosting this one, and it's always great to watch them play. So playing against Cleveland, well, there's some issues already out there, and I think like 2 players were arrested or something like that. If that is who it was, if it was Cleveland, but I'm pretty sure it was. So they're already out. But either way, I'm still giving this one to KC, whether they are at full strength or no strength. It doesn't matter. KC is going to take the W on this one. The New England Patriots at New York Jets. Another one of those great matchups. Unfortunately, I'm going to give this one to the Patriots. Otherwise, well, you know, typically I would have said the Jets, but no, not this time. This matchup, again, will go to New England. Dallas at Buffalo. Well, we all know about Dallas. And guess what? Buffalo's going to take the W. Carolina at Atlanta. This is going to be a close one. This is going to be a good one. This is going to be one that's going to, you know, either make or break it. But as far as the undefeated season. And I'm going to give this one to Carolina. Carolina has to win to get that home field advantage. It's just a must win. You would think, you know, being undefeated, they would have already had it cinched up. But I guess they need it. So here we go. Then San Francisco at Detroit. Giving this one to Detroit. They're at home. The Houston Texans. Tennessee Titans. Tennessee Oilers. Houston Oilers. That's right. Another great rivalry. This one's because, again, the Oilers left Houston, went to Tennessee, and became the Titans. Giving this one to Houston. Watch out now. Giving this one to Houston. Pittsburgh at Baltimore. Another one of those East Coast rivalry matchups. Again, 2 powerhouse teams. Pittsburgh, Baltimore. Baltimore's at home. The crowd's going to be awesome. It's going to be fantastic. However, Pittsburgh's going to take the W on this one. Jacksonville at New Orleans. Jacksonville will take the W. Again, hate to say it for New Orleans, but, you know, we'll see how they do next week, but and how they kind of seal the deal for the season. Moving on, St. Louis at Seattle. Sorry about that, Rams. Sorry about that, but guess what? Yeah, that's right. Giving this one to Seattle. Green Bay at... Where's Green Bay at? Green Bay is at Arizona. Sorry about that. I lost my place. Green Bay's at Arizona. And again, Arizona's been doing awesome this last part of the whole season. They've been doing great. However, Green Bay's taking the W on this one. The late game, the New York Giants, Minnesota Vikings, another toss-up, but giving this one to Minnesota, not just because they did what they did last week, but they're at home. And a little bit of what they did last week kind of plays into it. And the Giants, a little up in the air, but definitely going to give this one to Minnesota as the day goes on, or for the W. Now, that's the late game. That's the late game. Monday Night Football, Cincinnati at Denver. Ooh, this is a tight one. But I'm going to give this one to the Bengals. I think the Bengals are going to take this one and just deal with it, and they're going to win. And sorry about that, Denver, but hey, that's the way it goes. Well, listen, everybody, I hope you had a great, fantastic, awesome Christmas. And we now look forward to next week, or at the end of this week, New Year's, starting a whole new year. But in the meantime, we got some football to take care of. So, wish you luck. Let me know how your team did, and I'll talk to you soon. Have a good one.